Welcome to Level 2 Jurassic World Midlands. We have a box of dinosaurs right here, guys. I think at least like 200 of them. And I will be rating every single one of them together with you. So let's do this.
Prehistoric jungles come alive. In Dan's world, the dinos thrive.
Alright guys, so let's begin. Let's rate every single one of this figure together, okay? So let's begin with this one, which is the Suchomimus. This is basically from Chaos Theory. We're gonna rate every figure out of 10. So this one, I'm gonna say probably about 7. 7 are basically like the average score of every single one of them, okay? 7. This is the Epic Attack. This figure, I actually love it a lot. So you can see, it actually lights up. So I'm gonna say this figure, it's probably like an 8. Very cool. This is basically the Epic Attack Baryonyx. Okay, next up, this one is definitely one of my favorites. Camouflage and Battle Indominus Rex. I'm gonna give this like 9. Probably like 9.5. This is really good. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best one out there for sure. So this is definitely like 9 for sure. 9 or 9.5. You guys can actually decide. Okay, next up, let's go with one of these newer ones. You know, Hypsilophodon. So this one is basically like an attack pack figure. So I think most attack pack figures, I'm just gonna give them like, you know, 5 to 6. Probably like 5 or 6. Okay, next up, this is probably one of my favorite figures, you know, this year. The white leucistic Baryonyx. Probably like 9 as well. It doesn't really have lights and sounds, but I really love the look and feel, so I'm giving it like a 9. It actually has like lights that glows, stuff like that. It's gonna be like the best, like, you know, 9.5. This is basically based on my personal preference. Okay, we have one of the latest Monolophosaurus, and this is like, you know, one of the very basic figure from the Danger Pack. And yeah, this is probably like 6, I would say. Next up, we have the reimagined Carnotaurus. This is really nice. If you guys are watching this video right now, and I've actually posted something on the Instagram, we have a new reimagined Indominus Rex. Yes, it's coming soon. Really love it. I just posted a picture of it on Instagram. You can go check it out. Maybe I'll just put one of the photos right here for you guys to see. Yeah, it looks so cool. I'm definitely gonna get one for sure. So this one, probably like 8. This is the reimagined Carnotaurus. It's really good. Okay, moving on, we have the Mapusaurus Epic Evolution figure. This is also a very cool figure. It has retractable spikes, okay? So the button is right over here. So this is also a pretty good figure. Probably like 8 as well. Okay, very good. Next up, Ultimate Damage. Ultimate Damage Scorpios Rex. This is definitely one of the better figures for sure. This is really tough. I'm gonna give it like probably like 8.5 or even 9, because it's a really nice figure. I really love the sculpt. This is better than the Indoraptor for sure. So probably like 8.5 for this. Okay, Epic Attack Spinosaurus is another really awesome figure as well. So this one, I'm gonna give it like a 8.5 as well. It's not 9. It's not better than the Camouflage and Battle Indominus Rex for sure. It's not better than that. Let's move on. How about this one? Is basically the Velociraptors. So this is also from the Danger Pack. Nice figure. So attack packs, Danger packs, let's just give them like, you know, 5 to 6. Majority of them are around the same. And this is basically the Monolophosaurus, one of the latest one. Probably like a 6 as well. Okay, what about Grimiger? Grimiger looks so much better. So this is probably like 6.5. I love the colors. So yeah, it looks a little bit like a Ericsinatosaurus or Carnotaurus. So this is a 6.5. This is one of the better looking Danger packs. And here we have a Therizinosaurus. Okay, a Therizinosaurus right over here. This is quite a nice one. This is probably like 7. I'm gonna give it like 7.5. 7.5. Therizinosaurus with sounds. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, Parasaurolophus. This one actually glows. So it's definitely one of the more fun figures. In terms of the sculpt, it's pretty cool. I wouldn't say it's fantastic. So this is probably like 7.5 as well. Pretty good figure, pretty good figure. Okay, moving on. We have the Styxosaurus. I think this one looks very majestic looking. The colors are fantastic. Really love this, and I love the plastic teeth. So this one probably 7.5 as well. Okay, next we have one of the very early figures of a Ceratosaurus. So this one, I think in terms of the colors, it looks fantastic. Okay, for mine, the sounds are not working anymore. So this one is probably like a 7 as well. Pretty good score, I would say. Is this a Irritator? I can't remember. Or is this a Suchomimus? I think, oh sorry, this is a Ceratosuchops. Almost totally forgotten about this. I think this Ceratosuchops looks fantastic. The colors looks fantastic. The sculpt looks fantastic. So this is probably an 8. Yeah, an 8. Parasaurolophus from the Camp Cretaceous. This is a beautiful one, Soundstrike. But unfortunately, it doesn't glow because I think this figure, it should glow because of the, it's supposed to like emit some light or reflect some light in the dark. So this one, probably 7.5, yeah. Okay, next are Strike and Roar. Okay, Strike and Roar. Oh, this is a tough one to actually rate. So this button of mine, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think this figure has a lot of flaws. But it also looks good at the same time in terms of the sculpt. But this part right here really makes it so much less desirable. So this is probably like a 6.5. I would say so. Okay, moving on. With a Parasaurolophus, this is one of the, it looks like a danger pack. So this is probably like a 6 as well. This is a Doer attack, nothing much. The colors are not really fantastic. Pretty basic, so this is probably a 6.5 as well. Becklespinax is great. This is a fantastic one. This is the Epic Evolution Becklespinax, and this one I'm gonna say 8.5. It's a fantastic figure. It's probably a 9 as well. It looks very realistic. I love the skin folds, the veins, the little bumps. Yeah, the spikes. This one is a fantastic figure. So 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. Okay, moving on. Let's have a look at this one. Iguanodon. This is one of the Raw Strikers, Iguanodon. Pretty basic figure. The colors are not really fantastic or interesting. So this is probably like a 6.5 for me. Majingosaurus Soundstrike. Pretty basic figure as well if you ask me. Okay, yeah, very interesting design. The colors are pretty interesting. So this one is probably a 6.5. We have a baby T-Rex. This is, what do you call this? I can't remember. Is it a Raw Mini or something? Okay, I think this one is a really, really adorable Tyrannosaurus Rex. But it's not as fun as the little Allosaurus baby. So this one is probably like a 7. It looks very, very cute. I love the teeth. The teeth are like soft and rubbery. Pretty cool. Okay, now we are going into one of the Epic Attack figures. So Epic Attack figures, I'm gonna say majority of them are pretty good, but not fantastic. I would say not fantastic. So this is probably like a 7. So majority of the Epic Attack figures, I'm gonna give them like a 7. Same goes with this one. Yeah, this one is probably gonna be a 7 as well. Okay, moving on. Let's have a look at this one. Super Posable Indoraptor. It is definitely better than the new one. Better than the Ultimate Damage Indoraptor because of the sculpt. The sculpt is more proportioned. is more movie accurate because it has a pretty long tail. So this one I'm going to say is probably a 7.5 or 8. Okay, let's give it 8. Yeah, this should be 8. And with a very nice wild raw pteranodon. I really love the colors, so this one is probably a 7.5. Really beautiful. I love the holes they have created on the wings. Makes it look much more realistic, and it also comes with pretty cool jaws. Yeah, very nice. This figure is really beautiful. One of the better pteranodons out there for sure. Next, we have the Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus. Wow, I have mixed feelings about this figure. You know, a part of me feels that this figure is pretty cool, but a part of me feels that it's kind of weird when it comes to the face. This face, especially the teeth like coming out, it looks a little bit too cartoonish for me. So this one I'm gonna give it like a 7. Yeah, 7. But I love the retractable spikes. I mean, these are all based on my personal preference. If you guys like disagree, you know, do let me know. Okay, recently they actually released a new Canteosaurus. So there are only 2 Canteosaurus in the entire Jurassic World line so far. This one, if I'm not wrong, is known as the Raw Attack, or is it Wild Raw? I can't even remember. So you're supposed to like move the body, you know, the tail will move. It features a lot of rubber spikes, so they're extremely safe. I mean, there were a lot of you know, parents who were asking me whether these toys are actually safe for their kids. So you can see this. I mean, of course, it will still hurt if it pokes your eye or something like that. But generally, they are pretty safe. Even the plates are made of very soft rubber. So Canteosaurus, very nice design. I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. The brown one, I'll probably give it like this one. I'm probably give it like a 6. This one I've given it like a 7.5. This one is probably like a 7. Yeah, it's nice, but the colors are. I mean, a lot of people actually prefer more realistic colors like this one, but personally, I prefer figures with like vibrant mix of colors. So I'm gonna give it this 7.5 and this one 7. Okay, moving on. Gallimimus. So we have sort of like an attack pack, you know, danger pack Gallimimus, but I think this Gallimimus looks pretty good in terms of the paint scheme. So instead of 6, this is 6.5. Okay, moving on, we have some of the older figures. So this is basically the latest. I mean, not the latest. This is the oldest, in fact. The very first Triceratops. When it was released, I think this was like one of the best Triceratops figures that you can find out there. So it's a pretty cool figure, 7.5. This was released back in like 2019, I can't remember. Next we have the Tapun Gakar. It's a new prehistoric flying reptile. Really love the jaw, love the holes in the wings. This is more like a strike attack. Definitely better than, you know, the usual danger pack. So this one probably like a 6.5 or 7. 7 seems fair. Okay, next up, yeah, we are reading some of the older ones, and this is the Baryonyx. This one I love this, so I'm gonna give this like 8. Yeah, this is the very first Baryonyx, and I love the metallic paint. Probably 8.5. I'm gonna be a bit more generous, so this one 8.5. Okay, next up, this is. Oh dear, I can't remember the name of this. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of this. We'll come back to this later on. Hopefully, I can still remember, I can recall. Okay, this is one of the Epic Attack figures. Pachycephalosaurus. One of the I would say that this looks more retro looking because it looks like the Pachycephalosaurus from like the Jurassic Park movies. So this one is a nice one. So I'm gonna give it 7.5. Okay, let's see what else we got. Gryposuchus. We haven't seen this guy for a long time. Epic Evolution, Gryposuchus. I like this figure a lot. You know, yeah, it looks very nice, and I love prehistoric crocodiles. I actually love Sarcosuchus a lot, which is sitting right over there. Yeah, Sarcosuchus is one of my like favorite, you know, prehistoric crocodiles. So this one very nice. 8, probably like an 8. Really love, you know, how you can actually like move it. Pretty cool. Okay, next R. We have the Epic Attack Carnotaurus. This is a fantastic figure for sure. No doubt about that. This button of mine is not working very well, and it also has a button. So this figure alone has 3 buttons. Okay, one right here, the other 2 on the side of the body. Okay, so this is basically Carnotaurus Epic Attack. Very good figure. Probably an 8. Yep. Next, we have the Epic Evolution Majungasaurus. Very cool figure, but it looks a little bit bloated. The body seems to be very, very bulky. Yeah, I mean, not fat shaming this dude, but it definitely looks a little bit too bloated. It looks like it just ate like 3 to 4 cows. It basically looks very, very bloated. Yeah, this is basically Majungasaurus. Still a cool figure, just that the body is a bit too bulky. So 7. Yeah. Okay. Moving on with this figure. Oh my goodness, I still can't remember the name, but I'm pretty sure I just slipped off my mind for this. Okay, another Parasaurolophus. This one, and it's not a nice looking one. So this one looks pretty. It looks like a bootleg figure. So this one, I'm gonna give it like 5. This is one of our, you know, I'm sorry if you're like a Parasaurolophus fan, and you know, if you really like this figure, you know, apologies, this one doesn't look good to me. I feel the colors are too bland, the detailings are not there, so that's a 5 for me. And Ankylosaurus Bumpy, while raw figure, we have removed the batteries if I'm not wrong. Okay, this one is a pretty cool figure. So you can actually spring the tail into like different positions. Detailing is fantastic, you can see. So this one is a great figure. Colors, not so much, 7.5. Okay, moving on. One of the very, very early and classic Allosaurus. In fact, this is the first Allosaurus. The sculpt looks fantastic, as you can see, but the colors are kind of bland. This yellow doesn't really mix well with the gray, so this one, 6.5. Next, we have the, I think this is only the gigantic trackers, dino trackers, Stegosaurus. Interesting, it comes with tracking gear, it comes with 2 buttons. Okay, it's pretty unusual to find the buttons on the side of the Stegosaurus, because usually you can find the buttons on the plates. So both buttons actually move the tail, but in different directions. One moves it like up and down, the other one swings it left and right. So pretty cool figure. The colors are nice but not fantastic. I'm gonna give it 7. This is the Action Attack Stegosaurus. I think the sculpt is beautiful. Yep. I mean, similarly to the other one. And this was one of the very first Stegosaurus. No, this is the first one. This is the exact first one. So this one is probably a 7 as well. But back then, I'll probably rate it like 7.5 or even like an 8. But right now, there are just way too many good figures out there. So we have to like mark it down a little bit. Okay, moving on, we have the Ceratosaurus, guys. Ceratosaurus, this is the Epic Evolution. Similarly, okay, it's not as bulky as the Majungasaurus, but you can see this is you know, pretty bulky right here. Yeah, it's definitely fatter than the rest. Okay, you can see the rest are like slimmer. This one just looks a little bit too bloated. It just looks weird. Okay, so this is a Ceratosaurus. Probably 7. The colors are not fantastic as well. Okay, this one, Ultimate Damage Indoraptor. Very, very cool for sure. Sounds are cool, the lights are cool. You can move the arms. The neck also lights up. Okay, the tail is movable. There's like metallic paint. There's a gloss. Pretty cool figure, but I'm just gonna give it like 7.5. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Got another Epic Attack. This one looks looks nice. I think this is one of the nicer looking ones for sure. It's a young T-Rex, epic attack, pretty rare figure. Took us a long time to actually find it. So this one, 7. Okay, moving on. We have the epic evolution Triceratops. There are 2 different variations. Okay, you can see there's one right over there, guys. There's a one which is in green. Yeah, that's the one. That's in green. And this is the one that we are having right now. It's basically in gray. Okay, decent figure. Not fantastic. The colors are pretty bland. This is between 6.5 and 7, to be honest with you. Okay, let's move on and grab hold of other figures. Oh yes, I made a mistake, guys. This is actually not a Caryptosaurus. It's an Edmontosaurus. Okay, Edmontosaurus. Okay, I love the colors. The sculpt is pretty decent. 7. Yep, let's move on. Dimetrodons, we have plenty of Dimetrodons which looks exactly the same, so it's gonna make me, you know, a little bit biased against it because there are just way too many figures of the same one. So this is a very basic figure, so probably like 6.5. The colors are nice, detailing is good, but just way too many of them. Same goes with you know, the Velociraptors and stuff. Yeah, speaking of Velociraptors, let's just pick up one of the Velociraptors. Velociraptors, I'm just gonna give them majority of them as like 6.5 because there are just a ton of them, and they are just exactly the same. We have like a whole army of Velociraptor up there, looking the same, just with different paint schemes. So yeah, it can get pretty bland. Yeah, I'm gonna give it like 6. Sometimes, you know, I think we can even consider giving like a 5.5 because it's just way too many of them. Like this one right here. This is the blue. This blue alone, there we have so many of them. Yeah, there's like so many designs of the same one. So yeah, 6. Let's just be a little bit generous. 6 is the best I can do for this figure. Okay, next we have a Huayangosaurus. This is a very cool species because it's one of the obscure species that no one will ever think of. So the spikes are really nice. They even include like some battle damage on the plates. So that's really cool. Not a huge fan of the pose, but I think what they have done over here in terms of the detailing for the osteoderm, the plates and the spikes makes it so much cooler. So I'm gonna be generous. This is a 7.5. Yep. Carnotaurus, the very first Carnotaurus from Mattel. Okay, and it was one of the very first Jurassic World figures from Mattel as well. It is this action attack Carnotaurus. When it was released, it was totally my favorite figure for a very long time until the second movie. So this is a fantastic figure, a really fantastic figure. I'm gonna give this like 8.5 because, you know, of the nostalgia. It came out back in like 2018 or 2019. I can't remember. Was it 2017? So it was a fantastic figure. So this one is definitely right up there with some of the best figures for sure. You can see the detailing, no sounds, just simple basic feature, but very well done. So 8.5 for this. If I'm feeling good, I might even give it like a 9. This is the very first Rorivore in Kylosaurus. The batteries are not working, so it definitely affects my rating for this, but the sculpt looks fantastic. The colors can be a little bit more vibrant, so this is probably a 6.5 for me. If not for this you know, mechanism that always damage. Yeah. Even I've tried changing the batteries, I've taken like great care of this figure, it still couldn't work. The sounds are still not working. Monolophosaurus, one of the newer ones, pretty much like a danger pack or attack pack. Decent looking, not fantastic. 6. Yep. Casmosaurus, pretty well done. I think this figure is very well done. You know, if you guys have realized that they actually do the herbivorous dinosaur way better than the carnivores, for some, for sure. Not all, but for some. Casmosaurus looking very good. I'm gonna say this is one of the better, smaller figures. This is definitely on the range of about 8 to 8.5. Some people might also think this could be a 9. You know, the entire crown, the colors are beautiful. Yeah, this is a great figure, and you can see the muscle definition that it has. Fantastic. I still can't remember the name of this. Still can't remember. I can't really read your messages right now because this is actually it's a premiere, but it's also like pre-recorded, so I can't really read. So the Dilophosaurus Epic Attack. Epic Attack figures are all very cool. I mean, it's small, it's handy, it has sounds. So this one, 7. Yep. Ouranosaurus is a fantastic figure. Beautiful colors. You can see how many colors they have actually applied on it. You have the light green highlights, you have the base green over here, you also have the light green at the bottom, and this part is painted with some sort of like a brownish orange, and the tip of the mouth is painted with like turquoise. So plenty of colors just for this figure, which is why it looks so much better than the rest. If you take a look at this, you can only see like 2 tones of colors, 2 main tones, whereas for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 tones. Immediately, the look and feel of this figure gets elevated for sure. It looks so much classier, and this is Walraw or the Raw Attack. I always mix up the both, you know, the series of both the names. Okay, so yeah, this one, oh yes, I haven't rated it. 8.5. No, maybe just 8. 8.5 might be a bit far stretched. Okay, one of the very first Tyrannosaurus Rex. Extreme chomping T-Rex. Beautiful sculpt. When it was released, everybody loves it. Okay, of course there are some of the movie non-accuracy. For example, like the feet. The feet are just like way too big. They were created big because, you know, to increase the stability of the figure so that it doesn't fall over so much easily. But this button of mine, it can't be pressed at all. So very disappointing. So this one, I'm just gonna give it a 7. Because of this button, a lot of people have complained about this button. It doesn't work at all. You can't press it at all. I've used, no matter how much force I press, it just doesn't open up, no matter how much you press. So you have to press it by, you have to release it by just opening the lower jaw. Okay, moving on. I still can't figure out the name of this. We have the battle damage Monolithosaurus right here, which is one of the earlier ones. I love all battle damage figures, so automatically they get a score of at least 7.5. So I'm gonna give this 7.5. The colors are not fantastic. The colors are pretty dull. So if it has a better color, you know, combination, this is definitely like an 8 or like 7.5 at least. Gastonia. Pretty cool species, pretty obscure. Not a lot of people actually know this Gastonia. So for its obscurity, this one, I would say it's like 7 or yeah, 7 I think is a pretty fair grade for this. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Plenty of details. I love the spikes. This dinosaur itself just looks fantastic. Next, we are going to be grading one of the basic attack figures. Yeah, this is actually from the previous video. So you can see we have a whole family of the basic 12-inch figures right over there. So I'm going to rate this, you know, as a representation for the entire basic set. So basic sets are pretty cool. The size are pretty good. Detailing of them are pretty good as well. Colors are decent, except that it doesn't have much articulation. So this figure, for all basic figures, let's just give them like a 7. Yeah, I think they're 7 for all. Not many of them are fantastic. I think the Allosaurus, which is sitting right here, right over here, it's better. The best 12-inch basic figure is definitely the Pyroraptor. The Pyroraptor is the best one. It has the best details among all of them, so it's definitely the best one of all. Okay, moving on. All Out Attack Tyrannosaurus Rex. Wow. 8.5. It is very fun, but a lot of people actually don't like this because of its sculpt. But because of its playability, and guess what? If you press once, okay, where's the button? Right here. If you press one, it basically roars it goes into sort of like a soft roar, nothing too crazy, but if you press it consecutively a couple of times, its roars become louder and louder, and you get to hear the classic T-Rex roar, the trademark Jurassic, Park roar. Okay, so we are now into the smaller figures, really small figures. We have the Guanlong as well as the Indoraptor. So these two, the Indoraptor looks bad. The colors just look very off. You can't mix like this color and this green. It just looks really bad. Whereas the Guanlong looks very natural. So this one, I'm gonna give it like 7. This one is one of the not so good looking ones. So this one is gonna be 5. Yeah, this one is 5 along with, okay, this one maybe 5.5. Velociraptors is a 5. I mean, that's my own opinion, okay? If you love that figure, it's totally fine. Okay, I'm gonna grab hold of the Iguanodon. The Iguanodon is very bland. The colors are just way too bland. It doesn't have to be so bland. Okay, Raw Strikers, Iguanodon, not a nice one. I'm gonna give it like a 5.5. Yeah, these two, I think they have put in very little effort to make them look good. So, yep, I'm sorry about that. Low rating for that. And our second last figure, we have Dimetrodon. This was the very first Dimetrodon. The first one is actually better than the second, all the later versions. It's a Savage Strike, okay, but okay, right now it's working. Usually it doesn't work so well. So pretty cool. I'm gonna give this like a 7.5. I love the colors, I love the mechanism, and it was working right now when I show you. So 7.5 for you. It's not a Skeletrus. This is oh, what is this? How can I even forget about this? Totally can't remember. Every one of you just comment the name of this dinosaur for me. Okay, this one, colors are just too boring. Detailing is fantastic, the sculpt looks good. The face looks a bit too cartoonish. So this one for me is a 6.5 or 6. Okay, so yep, that is all. I've basically covered quite a number of dinosaurs, probably, okay, maybe not 200. I think we are close to like 100 dinosaurs in the box. So yep, thanks for watching this. Let me know whether you guys want me to do more rating videos where I rate each figure out of 10. Let me know in the comment section whether we should be doing more of this rating video, okay? See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.